Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Diana and today I'm going to continue the 12 houses series and I'm moving along. I'm going to talk about the 6th house. So before I start going over what each planet means in the 6th house and all of that, I want to let you guys know that it's important that you guys know your time of birth to even incorporate the 12 houses into your chart, because the order in which the houses fall in is important. So look at the links below and go on Cafe Astrology, Astro Theme, astro.com and get your birth chart. The 6th house is going to be that little piece of pie that has the number 6 on it. And you want to look to see if there are any little symbols in that house, because this is what this video is going to be about. Okay, let's talk about the 6th house. So the 6th house in a chart represents your health, your daily routine, doing chores, you know, how you handle, you know, the daily hustle, you could say. If you're one of those if you're one of those people that can have a routine, wake up in the morning, have your cup of coffee, brush your teeth, go to work, come home, cook dinner, you know, wash the dishes, watch your favorite soap operas, like that type of routine that is like, you know, every day. Like the 6th house will show you what type of routine you have and how you approach work, how you approach the things that are not so fun in life. You know, it's also for work, it's whatever, you know, job you decide to do. Obviously, a lot of people with 6th house planets have the ability to work in health related fields. It's the house of service to others. So you could see a lot of doctors, dentists, veterinarians. So whatever task you have in your life, whatever type of work you have in your life, the 6th house will tell us, like, will help us, you know, learn about new techniques and new approaches to tackle that task. So it's important that everybody has a healthy 6th house, because whatever job you decide to do, it helps you improve in your job. So, you know, I'm over here trying to do astrology. I have Virgo. I have no planets in my 6th house, obviously, because I'm usually a hot mess. But I have to tap into my 6th house and have a plan for like astrology. Your ascendant in your 1st house is going to show you how you want to approach things, but sometimes that approach doesn't work, so you have to tap into your 6th house astrology here. You know, I wish I can just go off the bat and be like an Aries ascendant, like I am usually, and just take things as they come, and just wing everything basically. But my 6th house tells me, you know, when that's not working, I need some kind of organization. I need to pre-plan this video and go ahead and talk about so another thing with the 6th house, my brother, he has like 4 or 5 planets in the 6th house. So yeah, he's freaking annoying and very critical. But here's what I can tell you about my brother. My brother is a person who is such a freaking handyman when it comes to daily chores. He can clean the house, he can cook, he actually goes to the gym every day and he is committed to that. He watches what he eats, he helps others. Obviously, he sees imperfections in everybody and he sees imperfections in himself, which only pushes him to, you know, have the greatest, fittest body. But the great thing about my brother is he's responsible, he's reliable. If I need him to take me to work, he'll take me to work. I mean, obviously he'll complain, but he'll do it. If I need him to wash the dishes, he'll do it. If I need him to fix the car, he'll do that. And the great thing is that he was naturally gifted. He has a sun in the 6th house and it's in Capricorn. He has a 6th house stellium in Capricorn and Sagittarius. Anyways, so he is gifted in being able to do all of the daily chores. Like he can fix a Wi-Fi, he can fix a car, he can, you know, unbuild and rebuild furniture. He knows how to do mechanics. He knows how to do a lot of the daily jobs. I mean, I think that his profession should totally be bodybuilding, because he knows how to help people and he knows how to exercise correctly. But yeah, I just wanted to give you that example of my brother, because a lot of people that have a lot of sixth house planets, they're good at anything that has to do with chores. Well, what other people would see as chores, but they actually kind of enjoy doing that in some creepy way, even though most of them probably will complain about it because they don't get appreciated enough. Their service to others, sometimes it's hard to pull a thank you out of somebody. Okay, so let's talk about specific planets in the sixth house. The sun in the sixth house. The sun is your ego and your identity. So obviously you're going to be a little bit Virgo-ish when you have your sun in the sixth house, regardless of whatever sign you are. So you're going to find your identity through work and health and fitness, probably, and nutrition, and your daily routine. It's almost, if the sun in the sixth house is badly aspected, obviously you can feel a lot of pressure, or you can feel an internal tick if you're not doing something that's practical in a day, or if you're not having some type of organization with your life, or if you're not happy at work. But the sun in the sixth house, you know, opens up, you know, a good atmosphere at work. People like you at work. You can work with other people. It means that joy and helping others, and you know, maybe you love pets, because the sixth house is also pets. Maybe you enjoy, this is a good position, like I said, for doctors and for people in the health industry, for dentists, all of that. But the sun in the sixth house is you guys want motivation. You guys want praise for what you do at work and what you do in regards to your health. You want people to notice that. So it could really hinder your self-worth if you guys are not getting recognized for all the work that you're putting into, you know, your job. That's what the sun in the sixth house craves, recognition off of anything that has to do with work and the daily routine, and the daily grind. You guys are grinders. Let's talk about the moon in the sixth house. So the moon is this nurturing planet. It's our emotions. You know, the word lunatic really relates to the moon. So the moon in the sixth house can, because the moon is so phasal, it can give you ups and downs with your health, with your work. Sometimes you feel happy when you go to work and you get along with people, but then all the times you're really moody and it affects your coworkers' relationship with you. It also means that your health can go up, you know, ups and downs, especially if you're not happy. You really feel it with your health. Like you get anxiety, maybe stomach ache. It also means that, you know, the moon's in the house of service. So you are meant to nurture people. Maybe you're somebody who takes care of puppies and animals or babies. I feel like that's where you'll be the happiest. And on top of that, as far as your work life goes, you need to work somewhere that feels like home, or you're surrounded with people that make you feel like home, almost family. Maybe you want to work with family with the moon in the sixth house and provide to them. And that also would mean that maybe your mother, or maybe you're somebody who watches out and nurtures other people. Like, did you eat? Did you go to the gym today? Did you brush your teeth today? Like, you put out those thoughts, you give those thoughts to other people, just so that because you're nurturing, you're taking care of their daily routine and make sure that they're on top of it. Okay, let's see. Mercury in the sixth house. Mercury in the sixth house is, I think it's super smart. It means that, you know, you are problem solvers. You guys can work with Rubik's cubes and complicated tangles of necklaces and untangle everything. That means that you guys automatically have a good eye for detail, like it's with as far as any placement with Mercury. And it also means that you guys value, and you guys want to be seen as super intelligent at work. You guys are super intelligent and you guys shine, but because you're in the sixth house, the Virgo house, that's the house of perfection. So you feel like your intelligence is not enough, especially when you're around other people and you think that they're smarter. That kind of weighs your your confidence down a little bit, because you guys are striving to be perfect at intelligence, which you guys are. You guys have a good mind to categorize things, which the bad side of that is that you guys can be quick to judge people because you put people in these categories in your head. Your brain almost works like a file system, like Mercury's learning and stuff. So you may want to learn a lot about health and what will be good for the body, and mental nervousness a lot with Mercury in the 6th house. Okay, Venus in the 6th house. Venus in the 6th house, I mean, I think this shows a lot of people who are beautiful. This perfection about their skin, which means everything is equal on the face, which means that, you know, like, I don't know, they have beautiful teeth, beautiful, everything on their face, because Venus is beauty, or their body is going to be like put together very perfect. So that, I think a lot of people are beautiful. And on top of that, Venus in the 6th house means that you kind of like and love taking care of your health and your body and looking pretty and drinking a lot of water so your skin is beautiful, and you know all about that, and it makes you beautiful, and it's not forced. It's like you guys genuinely almost enjoy doing that. Let's see. And as far as work and tasks and the daily routine, you know, you guys approach the daily life and the daily grind with such grace. Like it's so natural, and almost everything in your daily routine, unless it's like badly aspected or conjunct with something bad, it's like it moves so smoothly, and you guys enjoy that. You guys like love the little things in life. You guys love when somebody just brings you a cup of coffee. You guys love if somebody like does the laundry for you. And in return, the way that you love is also through practical like ways. Like you'll help somebody with their daily routine. It also means that like, when you have to do chores and, wash the dishes and like clean your room or whatever, you guys like do that with grace. You guys find ways to make it enjoyable at the very minimum. Like, you play music, you guys look forward to that almost. And also with work, you may work around a lot of women, or something in regards to beauty, or maybe dancing. I don't know. That will improve your health, like something along those lines with Venus in the 6th house. Okay, let's talk about Mars in the 6th house. Ooh, Mars in the 6th house, it's good, but it's bad to me, because that means that you put all your energy into getting any little task right. That means that, but it also means frustration when things don't go right in whatever task you're tackling. Like, say you're writing this paper and you wrote like already 7 pages, and all of a sudden one little thing is off. You get so frustrated, you throw it away, you start all over, when really you only needed to fix one thing. It also means like you have almost control issues with letting other people's input into your tasks or whatever you're doing, because only you can do it right. With Mars in the 6th house, you don't feel like anybody else will care as much about it as you. It also means that, you definitely want appreciation for all of the energy that you put into your work. And when you don't get that, you kind of can get a little bit mad, or when people try to help you, you're kind of bad at appreciating them as well in return. Let's see. So as far as your health, obviously you'll have energy to work on your health because Mars is energy. And yeah, maybe you definitely will do something physical to stay on top of your health. Definitely sports, or what's that popular thing called right now? CrossFit, like something like that. A whole bunch of energy with that. Fun. It means that you have a lot of Jupiter expands any house it touches, so you'll probably end up with having a lot of work opportunities in whatever area you decide to work in. It means that you love to, Jupiter is learning and higher knowledge, so you probably want to learn about all of the types of health medicines that there are in the world. Like maybe herbal healing and healing through natural remedies, and even like the pharmaceutical industry. You'll have knowledge about that, like, and you will go with the best option for you. Also means that you're optimistic at work. So you go to work and you probably go with a big smile. Even if you work in a stressful job, people turn to you for your optimism and your energy that you give off at work. So that's Jupiter in the 6th house. Okay, Saturn in the 6th house. Saturn is a planet of restriction. It teaches our lessons. So with Saturn in the 6th house, you're probably a person that likes to work alone. You're probably a person that's kind of like OCD about your job, OCD about everything, OCD about freaking getting sick. So you probably wash your hands a lot, or fucking yeah, or worry about it a lot. It's all in your head. Saturn are these thoughts in your head and nothing's really happening. With Saturn in the 6th house, you kind of don't like change. You hate it. You kind of hate the change in your daily routine, and it could just make you stay in a bad work environment for a long time. Your lessons, I think, with Saturn here is definitely to get out of your head a lot with things in relation to work and health. And yeah, maybe Saturn in the 6th house can bring you health problems, but you know, it's up to you to work hard to prevent those things, especially by all the stress that you cause yourself. It's a lot of stress with Saturn in the 6th house. So letting go and like letting loose is something I would tell people with Saturn in the 6th house to let loose. Okay, Neptune in the 6th house. Okay, Neptune in the 6th house is kind of crazy because Neptune confuses the shit out of any house it touches. So it would mean that you're a little bit disorganized when it comes to work. You're like all over the place. You're almost a hot mess at work. It means that like you forget like the little things that you had to do. I mean, everybody has those moments, but you have them more often. Like, oh shit, I forgot to feed the dogs. Oh my god, I forgot to turn off my washer. Or oh my god, I forgot to, I don't know, let out the dogs to poop or something. And also with your health, you can also make yourself think and imagine that you have these health problems even though you really don't. And on top of that, as far as work goes, you can really be blindsided by jobs. You go into this job thinking that everything's going to be good and unicorns and you're going to be happy with it, and then you're like, oh shit, I should have really thought this through. Let's see. You guys want the unconventional type of job, the job that isn't typical for 6th housers. For example, I met this lady. She had Uranus in her 6th house, and she did do something. Obviously she had other planets in her 6th house, but she did something in regards to health. She worked as a dental hygienist. So she cleaned people's teeth, which is not the basic doctor or basic nurse or basic dentist that you'd see in the 6th house. It's something like that's different from that, a little bit different from that. And with that, she did humanitarian work because she traveled all the time to third world countries, and she cleaned kids' teeth. So with Uranus, you want to have the ability to be humanitarian about the work you do. And if it's health, that's great, but it's not going to be your basic title. It's going to be something that's different and that actually like helps people in a humanitarian way. You guys need your freedom anywhere that Uranus is, and so you might like quit jobs unexpectedly because you get so angry because people suck. And yeah, it can cause like you maybe to be jobless for a while. But Pluto in the 6th house, Pluto's obsession and obsessiveness and this crazy planet. So when Pluto's in the 6th house, you have an obsession with your health. You have this obsession with perfection of your health and your body. So it can lead you to have go on these crazy diets and maybe starve yourself a little bit, which only causes more problems. But then it's also transforming your health and your work life. So once you go through these shitty stages where you go through these crazy diets, you realize, oh, that's not what I should be doing, and you are reborn. Like your health is reborn and your job is reborn. Your work is reborn. So Pluto is power. So I'm guessing like power struggles and with your job, maybe your coworkers, and you have power struggles because maybe your job your work life is like a hostile environment, or you are seen as hostile at work. So anyways, guys, that was my description for all of the planets through the 6th house. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm sorry if I talked super fast, but yeah, now I'm gonna go out because it's Friday night and I'm fucking stellium and Sagittarius and I need to be free. So yeah, I'll see you next time when I talk about the 7th house, because I know everybody loves the 7th house. Who the fuck am I gonna marry? Okay, bye guys, love you, subscribe.